1969, the year that capped a decade of space missions and civil rights. After watching the moon landing, an immigrant Indian family takes one small step into Neil Armstrong's hometown and one giant leap into an unforgettable adventure. Hi, I'm Jo Chim, the writer and director of One Small Visit, a short, heartwarming comedy based on the true story of my friends, the Abrahams.
I'm Osi.
I'm Nirmala.
I'm Manisha.
On July 20th, the Abrahams and Nirmala's mother, Elizabeth George, watched the moon landing on TV.
Mom had just come from India, and we were not sure at that point whether he would really land and whether this would work out. She was so excited. From that moment on, she thought this was the biggest event that she had ever seen in her life.
A few months later, the family takes a road trip to visit friends.
Driving through Ohio, we saw this huge sign saying, "Home of Neil Armstrong." My mother suddenly started talking and pleading with us, saying, "Can we stop for a minute in the town?" Because she was a huge fan of Neil Armstrong.
At the local diner, they find out that Neil Armstrong's parents live nearby, and Elizabeth insists on paying a visit to the Armstrong home. What happens next is a journey full of twists and turns. Long-buried hurts are confessed. Hopes and dreams are revealed. Nirmala must choose between following her mother or heeding her husband. But nothing could have prepared them for the ultimate surprise.
When Jo first asked if she could tell this story, we didn't know what to expect. But she's really captured the spirit of my family, especially my grandmother, who was an unstoppable force.
Anisha first told me the story over a decade ago, and I immediately fell in love with it, especially the women, who I just thought were so bold and badass. And I especially loved that image of them walking down Main Street, middle of America, in their billowing saris. Anisha's parents also told me about the racism they faced back then. So in fact, when they were in the small town, they were really nervous and anxious the whole time. I also want to explore that tension in our film. I've been to small towns in North America and Europe where I've been harassed for being Asian.
Jo really understands the immigrant experience. In this film, she explores issues related to identity and belonging, which are themes that I work with and are very important to me.
The moon landing united not only Americans, but people around the world. We retell that momentous event from a new and personal perspective. But most of all, it's a story about finding connection and shared humanity. It's a testament to open-mindedness and kindness, that these very different people were able to come together at a time that was more troubled than our own. Gives me a lot of hope for today.
That's where you come in. With your support, we can bring this message of unity and acceptance to a wider audience.
We need your help to bring that vision to the screen. Please help us make that happen. Thank you.
Oh,